What's up, Redcoats? Welcome back to the Roarkshop. Super excited to make this episode. Woo! I got 100 subscribers on YouTube. Yeah! 100 subscribers, which is really exciting to me. I know that's not like Tobuscus numbers or anything, but it's still pretty darn exciting. I also almost have 1,000 views on Sense and Flexibility on fanfiction.net. Man, there's so much to celebrate right now. So thank you to everybody who's been supporting me on that front. While I want to keep the other channel specifically for questions about writing and stuff, I still get asked a lot of personal questions. So to celebrate my 100 subscribers on YouTube, I'm gonna answer a bunch of questions all at once and fast because I don't want it to be super long, so I'm gonna try and talk kind of fast. I'm also going to steal the Vlogbrothers jump cuts. That way, I can make it look like I'm talking to myself. What do you mean, pretend to talk to yourself? Well, when you cut back and forth, it'll look like I'm having a conversation with somebody else, but I won't. I'll be having a conversation with myself. That's kind of stupid. You're stupid. Moving right along, let's get into a question extravaganza. Wow, I really need to get a new necklace strap. So, what's the story behind Roarkshop? Why did you start calling yourself that? So in high school, when I was an angsty teenager, I was convinced that I needed a pen name so that my parents couldn't find my live journal and stuff because it was too cool and they just didn't understand. But ever since high school, my pen name has been Valerie Rourke. Valerie, which is taken from V for Vendetta, the character who writes the note, and Rourke is the bad guy from Sin City, and those are probably two of my favorite graphic novels. So then I took the last name Rourke and made it Roarkshop for a blog because it sounded like workshop, and started posting all my angsty poetry on there. But then people started to get to know me through that name, and so it just kind of stuck. Do you like the rain? I love the rain. Do you dye your hair? No, my hair naturally fluctuates between 5 different shades of crimson and like flaming orange. Yes, I totally dye my hair. It's naturally kind of a dishwater blonde kind of color. Have you ever had long hair? It was kind of long once. And blonde. Regardless, it's the longest my hair's ever been. So what's your favorite Disney movie / Disney princess? My favorite Disney movie overall is Tarzan because the production quality and the music is fantastic, and those have characters that actually like evolve over time. But my favorite Disney princess specifically would be Belle because she kind of saved my life when I was just a nerdy kid who read all the time and everybody was picking on me, and then all of a sudden here comes this Disney movie and suddenly I'm kind of cool because I read all the time and Belle reads all the time, and so now I'm not nearly as weird, but I'm still pretty weird. Have any of your readers recognized you in real life? No one's come up to me and like recognized me from the internet, but if somebody did come up to me and was like, hey, aren't you Roarkshop? I would probably pee my pants with excitement. Why did you get into bartending? Short answer why I got into bartending, I really love the service industry, but I really kind of hate waiting on children. What's your favorite color? Really? You don't know my favorite color? What does your shirt say? This shirt says, without me, it's just also. Which is totally true. Who is your favorite protagonist of all time? I don't own all 10 individual issues of V for Vendetta individually wrapped in plastic because it's not my favorite protagonist. Alright, Redcoats, that's it for me for today. For those of you who don't know, the Redcoats and I started a book club called Redcoats Reading Club. We're gonna pick different books and read them and talk about them together. The first book I picked was a really lame romance novel that I'm about halfway through already called Guardian Angel by Julie Garwood. It's your typical romance story, so don't expect any fireworks or anything, but I'm enjoying it, so I'm hoping everybody else is enjoying it. And hopefully after that, when I get more people together, we'll pick something of a little more substance. Super happy that everybody's enjoying Garrison Shepard finally getting together in SNF. It's been a long time coming, and a lot of you have been with me since the beginning, like Sentinel 145. Pretty much waiting for this for almost, what, a year and a half now? Holy moly. So thank you for sticking around. I knew it was going to happen eventually, and I knew you guys were going to like it when it was done because I had that planned out since the very beginning. I should have the first episode of Roarkshop's rulebook posted next week. I'm actually writing a script out for these because I want them to be good and entertaining, but also educational, and then we can all rejoice in the first episode. It's about writer's block because that's literally the thing I get asked about the most. To this day, people are always like, what do we do about writer's block? Oh my god, writer's block! Ah! And we've all been there for sure, so hopefully I can shed some light onto what works for me in those kind of situations. Thanks for joining me, Redcoats. I will hopefully see you next week. Commander Roarkshop signing off. Whatcha!
But all these years that I've been here, ain't nobody got past red. And the warden sang, come on somebody, why don't you run? Old Red's itching to have a little fun. Get my lantern, get my gun, Red'll have you treat for the morning come.